setting sun, the green and gold shine bright. On the field of honor they battle with all their might. From the scrums to the tries, they always find their way. Springboks rising higher day after day. Springboks just win, win, win. They can't be denied. With the Webb Ellis Cup, they're filled with pride. The greatest rugby nation, standing tall and true, better than the rest in every test they pursue. From the dusty fields to the world stage they've roared. Legends carved in history, their spirit soared. In the hearts of a nation, they ignite the flame. Every tackle, every try, echoing their name. Springboks just win, win, win. They can't be denied. With the Webb Ellis Cup, they're filled with pride. The greatest rugby nation, standing tall and true, better than the rest in every test they pursue. Through the blood, the sweat, the tears and the pain, they carry the hopes of a country like a chain. From the whistles blow to the final play, they prove their greatness every single day. Springboks just win, win, win. They can't be denied. With the Webb Ellis Cup, they're filled with pride. The greatest rugby nation, standing tall and true, better than the rest in every test they pursue.
Welcome back to the program, folks. This is Chris live in central Pennsylvania as at the Principality Stadium in Wales. They're announcing former Welsh nationals who passed away in 2025. There are several of them, and a moment of silence for them, then some applause. And the arena is completely in dark. The roof is closed tonight in Cardiff. We'll get started in just a few moments. I've been busy with breaking news here on this side of the Atlantic, covering news in the U.S. and in South Africa that's been going on. Why is this not opening? There we go. Light sync. I'm trying to find, I want green, the right color here. Green. There we go. Trying to find the right green for Springboks. That'll work. Okay. Try and get that green that matches close enough. All right. So let's go ahead and give you the lineups here. But I think we're going to have the anthem from South Africa first. Then I will give you the lineups here in just a few moments. Se chava sa Jesu, o felice te toalemos se chava sa Jesu, se chava sa South Africa, South Africa. I did now van onze die dit van ons gebed is, waar die kranse aanval Sounds a call to come together, and united we shall stand. Let us live and strive for freedom. It's of Africa. All right. Awesome rendition. Woo. All right. So now the Welsh will do theirs. Let me give you the lineups while we wait for Wales. All right, ladies and gentlemen. For the Bucks, Damian Willemse at fullback. Ethan Hooker on the right wing, Damian De Allende and Andre Esterhuizen in the center, Kanan Moody on the left wing, Sasha Feinberg Ungumzulu at the fly half, Morne Vandenberg. And at scrum half, Jasper Wiese wearing the number 8 jersey, Franco Mostart 7, Sia Khaleesi is the captain, Rowan Nordkia, Jean Klein, Wilco Low, Johan Gerbela, and Gerhard Steenekamp. And let's just play the rest of the Welsh singing their beautiful song. Stirring rendition by the Welsh fans at the Principality Stadium, or as I prefer to call it, Millennium Stadium. Wow, brilliant stuff as they fold up the flags. Let me continue with the lineups. Off the bench for the Bucks, Bongi Mbonambi, Zach Borthen, Asanate Labakanye, the Lion, Eben Etzebeth, Marco van Staden, Ben Jason Dixon, Quagga Smith, and Cobus Reinach. The referee is Luc Ramos from France. The side judges are Matthew Carley from England and Pierre Broussard from France. The TMO is Eric Galzans from France. For Wales, Blair Murray at the fullback position, Ellis Mee on the right wing, Joe Roberts, Joe Hawkins, people I don't even know, are the inside-outside center. Rio Dyer, Dan Edwards, Kieran Hardy, Aaron Wainwright, Alex Mann, Tane Plumtree, Rhys Davies, Ben Carter, Kieran Asarati, Dewey Lake is the captain, Gareth Thomas, and on the bench, Brody Coughlin, Danny Southworth, Christian Coleman, James Roddy, Morgan Morris, Reuben Morgan Williams, Callum Sheedy, and Ben Thomas. A lot of players I just don't know, folks. Players I just do not know. So we will see how this goes. It's expected to be a huge win for the Springboks, but, expectations are one thing. Execution is quite the other. So we'll see what happens in this game. Can the Springboks pull it off? Meanwhile, I got to take a look and see what's going on with my Super Brew after that game I just lost. Hopefully the other game panned out well for me, because this one didn't pan out so well. So, no, oh my goodness. Yes, Cardiff did win that game, but they won by 15, so I didn't get the bonus point. And now I've got Gloucester and Harlequins playing, and this game is underway. So we're about to get started from the Principality Stadium in Cardiff, Wales, folks. And a Welsh team in disarray, a Welsh nation that has not done very well in rugby for the past few years, despite their efforts to bring in Warren Gatland, who failed miserably, now replaces a coach. And Wales will kick to the Springboks to get us started. Deloach Easton, not sure what his role is. He was just mentioned. And so we're ready to get started here. Luc Ramos on the pitch. It's only his 10th test match. The stadium is not sold out, but it's a decent-sized crowd at Millennium Stadium, as I prefer to call it. They call it Principality Stadium now, but I prefer to call it Millennium Stadium, built for the new century. So here comes the kick. This is going to be Dan Edwards who'll get us started. Have to wait and see which direction we're going here. And the whistle blows by Luc Ramos, and we're underway. Springboks' final match of the season. South Africa wearing white jerseys, and it is Jasper Wiese who takes the ball inside the 22. All right, so from my left is Wales to my right. All right, so let's get that one up. Wales, left to right. There you go. Morne Vandenberg kicks that ball down the pitch. And, boy, picked up by Norkia. The Bucks recover the ball, squirts out. Funderburg holds onto it, charges up, taken down by Dewey Lake. Ruck is formed. Springboks now go wide on the outside channels, and Damien Willems is going to kick it down the pitch. It'll bounce. Oh, nice kick. Just missed a 50-22. Beautiful kick by Damien Willems. Springboks wearing their white jerseys once again. It's a good day to improve that winning record with the white jerseys, which isn't very good. Steve Tandy is the new Wales head coach. Doesn't look too excited early on. 1 minute into the contest, and it'll be a Wales lineup from just outside their 22. That ball went deep, and they've got it there in the hands of Alex Mann, and the Bucks make the tackle. Springboks looking kind of weird with white jerseys on, but these are nice white jerseys. Another tackle made there. Jasper Visa overtopped the ball. Visa still disrupting the ruck. Whoops. Norkia tries to chase it down. Ball's kicked over the top. It'll go around midfield where it's going to be fielded there by Ethan Hooker, it looks like. He's tackled immediately, but places the ball. And Mornay Funderburg digs it out. Norkia now driving forward. Khaleesi's the captain, but Norkia with lots of experience captaining, taken back inside the 50, so the ball's kicked over the top, so it can't be a 50-22, and the chase is on. And it's taken by Ethan Hooker on the high ball. Brilliant work. That was absolutely brilliant. The Bucks have it now outside the 22. Here, let's go, Bucka. Kick to the wing by Sasha. It's going to bounce. Nice job by Wales to pick that up. I thought that was going to be a knock-on. That was a hell of a catch, and it goes straight into touch. That was brilliant work there by Welsh. That ball looked like it was going to bounce into turf, but Hooker did a great job on that high ball a few moments ago. And this was great work there by Ellis Mee. He did a fantastic job. I thought it was going to be a knock-on. He got that ball at his shoelaces, kicked across by Sasha. All right, a lot of young players here. And it's a line out this time from Johan Gerbela, who's getting a start here as a Springbok. Exciting for him. And Norkia comes down with it, gets the ball offloaded at midfield. Here come the Bucks. Driving through the middle comes Damien De Allende, his first carry. Ball's available. Mornay Funderburg comes back this direction. Oh, it does. Oh, yes! Caden Moody down the sidelines. Oh, and he misses the kick. And he knocks it off a Welsh player. I think it should be Springbok ball unless his shoulder was in touch. Who's the knock-on called on? Let's see this replay. Moody did a great job securing that ball, but he kicked it. He missed it. So it's not a knock-on. So whose ball is it? Moody missed that ball. He's trying to kick it forward. I think he took his eye off the ball. Rossi in the booth. Not looking happy about something. Starting to show his age. He's looking old. So it will be a scrum, and I think they gave it to Wales. I don't think I agree with that call. What side of the Bucks playing? It's on the screen. Can't you see it? And we've got early engagement by the Springboks in the scrum, and so that's a mistake. So Wales will get to kick the ball on a free kick here. Early engagement. Ball kicked down the pitch. Going to go inside of 22, taken by Willems down there. And he's going to kick it into touch back the other direction. Put it right back where he just came from. The mark is going to be at midfield. And Wales will take over from out their 47-meter line. Four minutes, 26 seconds into the contest, folks. Welcome to 138 people currently here. Be sure to hit the like button if you haven't done it already. Feel free to chat away a storm. Dewey Lake goes short, and the line-out's good. The Bucks are all over it, though. Mornay Funderburg getting back on side. Ball has to be dug out of the ruck by Kieran Asarati, and he's tackled. Immediately, it's Dewey Lake with the ball. Gets tackled. Ruck is formed now. And finally, Kieran Hardy gets over the scrum half. Over the top, his kick goes high into the air. The chase is on the near side over here. Caden Moody can't get it. Was it knocked on? I don't know. It's academic as Wales has the ball. No knock-on called. Oh, man, what a massive hit there. Ball's picked up on the outside by Jean Clem, but it looks like we have a penalty on, a knock-on, okay. A knock on in the tackle. Aaron Wainwright got plowed there, and the ball was knocked forward by the Bucks on the tackle. That was incredible. 5.5 minutes off the clock now. Still nothing big happening. Yeah, it was never touched by Moody in the air. But then when Wainwright was tackled, it was knocked on by Springboks. So Wales will have another scrum. South Africa destroyed Ireland's scrum last week, but this is not the same front row that we saw, not the same pack. Wales is a massive 41 kg advantage for the Springboks in these packs. Set. Kieran Hardy puts in the Springboks, drive backwards. There's a penalty for advantage for the Springboks, and the Bucka win the scrum, absolutely destroying Wales. Now, World Rugby will start creating new rules so South Africa can't dominate the scrum. You watch it. Watch a new rule come out about the scrum next year so South Africa's dominance can be undermined. You watch it. Yeah, no cards yet. South Africa kicks it to the corner, and now we have our first opportunity to score inside the 22. What an incredible scrum. They just drove them back. My goodness. South Africa is one of their last 3 matches here in Cardiff. They scored 16 tries and given up 3. Johan Gerbelaar to throw it in from the 18-meter line. He goes deep, and they have it to Mostart. Mostart comes out. They're into a rolling maul, and there's a Welsh player who's collapsing the thing. No penalty call for collapsing the maul. It should have been. So Morty Vandenberg breaks it free. Sasha Feinberg Umgumzulu trying to dance around, but he gets taken down. Vandenberg over to the center, into the hands of Steenkamp. Steenkamp is tackled. And the Welsh players are not rolling away. No penalty called there. Noord-Kia now with the carry. South Africa looking for some spots to break through here. There's Mostart goes forward again. Morne Vandenberg. Morne comes back this way to Sasha. Sasha, oh, nice pass there. Well done. And David Phillipsy trying to break free. He gets down about 15 meters. And a counter ruck coming as they stop that ball from being taken over. Pushing through the front is Wilco Low. Morne Vandenberg got a lot of space over here. It's my goodness. Must start. Sia Khaleesi down to the 5-meter line. The Bucka mounting pressure on Wales. Back to the middle again. Sean Klein this time. Now in front of the post, Jasper Wiese carries the ball. Lots of pressure. Many phases here. 11 for the Bucks. Khaleesi with a 12th phase. Khaleesi back to 5 meters. Trying to get somewhere. He's got to get down. And they finally get him tackled. 4 meters out the Bucks are now. And a big ruck being formed here. They go to Wilco Low, but he's not going to get anywhere. Must start. No, it's Steenkamp and a try. Bucka. Steenkamp at 8:27 gets the try. He takes it from the back of that ruck and runs around. His first test ever as a starter. Gerhard Steenkamp. At the back of that ruck, he picks it up and runs right around the player. And Kieran Asarati just stands there and watches him go by. Shocker. Absolute shocker. Springboks score the first try of the game. What's with this flag, man? Come on. Play nice. There we go. Sasha puts it through, and it's 7-0 South Africa. It took a while to get that flag back in order there. 7-0. And the rout begins, hopefully. 7-0. Good conversion. Here's the restart. Seven nothing. Bucks outside the 22. Morne Vandenberg high into the chase is on. Ethan Hooker's over there. It's bounced backward by Wales, but there was a defender back there, so they have it. Now they come to the near side. Chased by Damien De Allende. And see it. No, Kanan Moody. Ball goes into touch. Who's it off of? Can't see who it went off of there. Joe Roberts got chased down by Damien De Allende. 132 people currently here, folks. Seven nothing. 10 minutes, 38 seconds in. Johan Gerbela will throw it in for the Bucks. Vandenberg comes over. Morney gives him instructions. Here's the line out. Unchallenged. It goes to Ron Norkia. Back to Vandenberg to Sia Khaleesi. Khaleesi playing much more active role early in this game. He's tackled over the 10-meter line. Mornay Vandenberg digs it out. Ball goes down inside to about 30 meters. Chased down by Kane and Moody. And there is, wow, look at that. Gerbela's down there for the tackle. Got the hooker charging down the field. Ruck is for him. Kieran Hardy's being told to use it. And Auntie Floyd says, go Bucka. Fantastic being here with everyone. Thanks, Colonel. You're welcome. Good to see you there, Auntie Floyd. Thank you. Clouds are gathering. Here's a kick from Kieran Hardy over the top. Isn't going to go that far to the near side. And Willemse goes up, and he has it. Willemse comes down with it. Fantastic work. But the ball gets stripped out on the ground, and Wales picks it up. They kick it down the pitch. Is anybody home? There you go. Sasha does a nice job. He leaves it in play. Down to the 22-meter line, taken there by Wales. The Welsh side comes up. Blair Murray now. He's going to send it back down. He looks 50-22. He's looking for it. Ball's going to go all the way back to the 5-meter line. Willemse let it go. And it goes out of the try zone. It's going to come all the way back. Good job by Damien Willemse to not pick that ball up. That's a shame. That thing went about 65 meters and only just kind of rolled in and through the try zone. Yep. Just went out. Watching Supersport, listening to Chris commentary. A lot of folks do that, William Wheeler. A lot of folks do that. Thank you for that. Be sure to hit the like button if you don't mind. Really appreciate it. If you're not a subscriber, folks, why don't you become one on the channel? It doesn't cost anything. It's free. Wow, I actually dropped in subscribe. 540, went down to 534. Wow. Lost subscribers this week. That's pretty lame. 7-0 South Africa. So now we're going to have a scrum. South Africa dominating the scrum. Another chance to do it here. Who's going to get a hat trick today? Certainly going to see somebody with a brace of tries, most likely, unless South Africa fails miserably. This is one of those fun games. The season's over, essentially, and you're playing against a depleted team with a lot of the young guys. Bind, set, chance to run up the score, pick up a lot of meters, pick up a lot of points. South Africa driving forward. They got him again. Advantage. Picked up by Visa. Goes to Mornay Vandenberg. Finds Sasha on the outside. Gets it to Willemse. Willemse down the sideline. Gets it to Ethan Hooker. Hooker. Bucka. Ethan Hooker. And the try is scored. What a great team try. Ethan Hooker in the corner. Comes around and scores a try. Wow. Second try. My goodness. Didn't even need the advantage. Just great passing there. Sasha gets it to Damien Willemse, who gets it to Hooker, who has to reach behind him. He gets it. And the tackles miss, and he makes it easier conversion now for Sasha. So, Ethan Hooker. Here comes Sasha with 19 seconds on the shot clock from inside the hash mark. Center of the pitch. The Wales team under the post, discussing what needs to be done. 10 seconds, 9 seconds, 8, 7. Here's the kick. He hoists it. That's going to be right through the post, and it's 14-0. Wow. 14-0 South Africa. And this is kind of what we expected. There's a restart. So did they kick it into touch? Looks like they kicked it into touch. South Africa 19 of the last 20 tests in the Northern Hemisphere. 13 in a row. Wow. Rossi doesn't look too excited so far, even though the Springboks are starting out well. This is the 5th game of the month for the Springboks. So midfield, it's going to be a scrum to the Bucks after that ball was kicked into touch. But Luke Ramos is moving the scrum a little bit to this near side because the turf apparently. So here we go. Springboks with a scrum. Yeah, point a minute at this stage. 15:50 off the clock, folks. South Africa leading 14-0 at this stage. Don't forget, after this, you're going to be redirected to the Munster Stormers game, and I need the Stormers to come through for me. They're top of the log. Bind. Set. And he whistles. Going to reset this one, I think. My goodness. Control your weight, he's telling them. Going to reset. Control your weight, guys, says Luke Ramos. Il faut contrôler les poids. Les Français sont encore là pour le jeu. Crouch. Bind. Set. Morty Feinberg puts it in the pipe, but it doesn't go anywhere. Now the Springboks drive forward. Ball was not hooked properly, so it's against South Africa. That's Morty Feinberg. Yep. So they turn it over. Springboks turn it over. Wales catch a break there. Boy, they are just gassed. They are gassed there. Gareth Thomas. It goes high into the air, down the middle. Willemse comes up to field it. Oh, and he gets hit on it as he's going down. That looked painful. Morty Feinberg. Oh, come on. There's a play in the 9. Yeah, side entry from the aforementioned Gareth Thomas. That's going to be a penalty against Wales, and he realized it. So Morty Feinberg is tackled as he's trying to pick the ball up. So Willemse did a great job, but he got shot in the head. That should be a TMO review. But it won't be a card. Yeah, he got hit in the head. Yeah, he hit him in the head. Yeah, so I don't think we get a card on that. That's just a rugby play. Yeah, there's not much you could do about that. You're tackling a guy who's falling to the ground. I mean, he's almost on his back when you hit him. No way to pull out of that tackle. And it was just minimal contact, so no card necessary there. Let's go South Africa with another line out here. 18 minutes into the contest, leading 14-0 on tries by Gerhard Steenkamp at 8 minutes 27 seconds and Ethan Hooker at 13:36. Springboks line out successful. Sasha finds a gap in the middle. He gets it back. Sia Khaleesi down inside the 22 looking for help. He places the ball. Good decision. Sasha leaves it on the pitch. Picked up there by, going to be a knock on. Sasha should have held on to that like Sia did. Sasha getting carried away there. Man, Ngumzula, they just can't hold his jersey. He just slips off. They try to tackle him by the jersey. And Sia did a good job holding on to the ball, setting up the ruck, and then Sasha just couldn't do the same. And it was a good job by, who was that? Somebody not to pick that ball up and let Khaleesi get it. Nearly 20 minutes in. This is a scrum, though, for Wales, and the Springbok scrum is so dominant. Let's see if they win a penalty here. Sasha having a good time. Going to miss him for the Stormers today in Munster. Behind. So he doesn't have to go home to South Africa because the Stormers are touring in Europe now. Big push by the Springboks, but they get it out. And Dewey Lake tackled at the 22. Keenan Moody with the tackle. Franco Mostard actually made the tackle. Wales has the ball thrown 22. Another tackle made there. Jean Klein in there. That's not 5, that's 4. He's got Jean Klein. And Norkia's not even near the play. He says, make sure you're on side. But he's talking to Jean Klein. And the ball goes into touch, but we've got number 4 is offside. How is he offside? Let me see that again. Really? I want to see a replay of that. He didn't look offside to me. So Wales catches a break there. They kick it down the pitch, and they'll get a line out. Yeah, Sasha looking a lot better. He's relaxing. Yeah, David Willemse is on fire. I agree. That's why I'm so glad he's a Stormer. So the Welsh crowd cheering. By the way, if you've never been to Millennium Stadium or Principality Stadium in Cardiff, folks, you owe it to yourself to go. You can't drive there, but you owe it to yourself to go. It's an incredible experience. I was there for the 2012 Olympics. It was incredible. And I was there for the 2015 World Cup. Line out successful. Wales now with the ball inside Springbok territory. Sasha comes up. They kick it over the top. Who's going to get this one? Bounces. Willemse gets it again. Oh, there's a high tackle. Oh, man. Another wicked high tackle. Willemse's taking a lot of shots to the head here. And that was Blair Murray who did it. He tried to pull out of it, but that was a clear high tackle. So Springboks will kick down the pitch here and get a line out. Great job by Willemse to get that ball. No harm on that one because Willemse managed to go down without snapping his neck back. Not a great kick. 21 minutes, 27 seconds off the clock. 218 people currently here. Be sure to hit that like button, ladies and gentlemen, if you haven't done it already. Appreciate that. And become a subscriber if you're not one. Help us gain on the traction on the channel. Line out successful. Morning Vandenberg back to Sia Khaleesi. Khaleesi drives up to the 10-meter line, tackles short of it. And the Welsh are making the nuisance of themselves at the breakdown here. Morning Vandenberg rolls it out of the back, kicks it over the top with that right boot, goes down to the near side around the 38-meter line. And Kane Mooney's there and knocked on by Wales, picked up by, we're going to be knocked on both ways? Yeah, knocked on by Jean Claude. So it'll be a scrum to South Africa. Ellis Mee couldn't hold on to that one. Knocked it on. Springboks with a scrum now. So far, they've won every scrum. So Morne Vandenberg being warned about the feeding the ball in there because it cost his team last time. So they didn't win that one. I'm sorry. They said they won every bet. They did lose that one. My mistake. Well, thank you, Auntie Floyd. Hopefully they will join. Good start and score from the Bucko would be great if we end as we started the European Tour victorious. I agree. A perfect tour would be fantastic. 5 out of 5. And there is something that came up on the channel. That is Mike became a subscriber. Thank you for that, Mike. All right. So whistle blows, going to reset the scrum. Not sure what the issue was. No pre-engagement. He warned South Africa had a pre-engagement there. Apparently this is technically part of the Quilter Nation series. I have South Africa by 30 in this game on Super Brew. Let's see if they pull it off. 23 minutes, 33 seconds off the clock. Behind. Set. Springboks just no penalty yet. Finally a penalty. They have advantage now, and Morne Vandenberg brings it out. Sasha Feinberg, Zuma throws it wide. Behind the back. He's got Ethan Hooker who had to wait for it. And he throws it back for Willemse, who has to wait for it. Willemse runs into touch. We're going to come back for the advantage. Wales responded well to that. Going to come back for the advantage we had over here on the scrum. They're going to kick to the corner, no doubt. The official is the one running the fastest. Get over here. By the way, the officials look sharp today in dark navy blue shorts and jerseys. Luke Ramos. So who's going to kick for the corner? Sasha, most likely. Yep, Sasha will kick for the corner. He kicks to the corner. Let's see where the mark is. I couldn't see because the angle is from behind the kicker, so I couldn't see where the mark is. Looks like it's about 10 meters out, or 7 meters out. I can't see from here. Maybe it's 5. South Africa says 60% possession, 67% territory. It's about a 5.5 meter because that was a perfect kick by Sasha Feinberg Ungumzulu. Johan Gerbela will throw it in. Sean Klein comes down. Sia Khaleesi. Got a lot of guys in the line out. And it is Nordkeo comes down into a rolling maul. Just like that. The ball's stuck in the middle there somewhere. Who's got it? They drive forward and it now collapses. No penalty called against Wales. But the Wales is diving on the pile. And they win the ball back. Oh, crazy. Yeah, a lot of empty seats in the upper level here today. I don't think any Welsh fans expect Wales to do well in this game. 216 people currently here, 1,900 views. Thank you for tuning in, folks. Be sure to hit the like button. If you're looking for free rugby, we can't do that. YouTube will give you a copyright strike. Rossi looks a little tired there. He's got his mouth hanging open. He's not happy. Yeah, Rossi started his coaching career against the Welsh at RFK at a game that I attended in a pouring rainstorm. A bunch of debutants for the Springboks, and they kept knocking the ball on. Crouch. Bind. Set Wales with a 5-meter scrum. They put in Springboks driving backwards, but they get it out. Wainwright tackled at the 1-meter line by Morné Vandenberg. He's a little bulldog out there. Morné Vandenberg is the bulldog. Wales can't seem to get it out of there. Ball's still stuck in there. Why aren't we getting a penalty? Oh, now they get out the back. Kieran Hardy looking for touch, but it's not going to get there. And Kane Moody loses it into touch. So Wales will get the ball back. Wow, Moody lost the ball in touch. That's a good break for Wales. Thought they were going to lose the ball. And the more time that South Africa lets Wales stay in this game, the worse this is. Just lost it. This is the second of 4 games today, folks. Next one's Munster hosting the Stormers, and then later it's Connacht hosting the Sharks. Here's a line out from Wales. Dewey Lake throws it in. Over the middle of Wainwright. Wainwright charges forward. Khaleesi misses the tackle, but then Mostart's there. Kick over the top. And Kane Moody holds on to this one. He's tackled at the 10-meter line. Not held in tackle. Gets up and goes again. Advantage for tackler not rolling away. So South Africa has an advantage here. Sasha kicks it over the top. Chases on over there by Damien de Allende. Bounces at 22. And it's knocked on by Damien de Allende. Going to come back for the penalty advantage. 27:52 off the clock. So, going to kick for the corner again. "28 minutes into the contest." Excuse me. Sasha Feinberg Umguzo looking for the corner. Last time he had a perfect kick down the 5-meter line. Not as good this time. Yeah, that's going to be about halfway up the 22. Let's see where the mark is. "28 minutes. Here we go. Grubelaar. They get it to Norkia, and then Jasper Wiese drives, slips off a tackle, still going. Big carry by Jasper Wiese. Grubelaar. Buck driving now. De Allende down to 5 meters. South Africa, ball's available. And they pitch again. Norkia down to 1 meter. There it is. Did he get it in? Short. Khaleesi didn't make it. Oh, here's space. Oh, was that a forward pass? I don't know about that. That should have been a try. Offside by Wales. Just tap and go. Don't line out. Scrum called. Oh. They're trying to blow up the Welsh in the scrum. Time off. Got a player down. Is it Dewey Lake? Somebody's on his knee down there touching his ankle on the Welsh side. And the medics come out. Oh, folks, almost 30 minutes into this one, a half hour in at Millennium Stadium in Cardiff with the roof closed tonight. Must be very comfortable in there. So no doubt here the Springboks are trying to dominate the scrum and get a player taken out, send him to the bench, put him up a player here. It's what they did last week against Ireland over and over again. Ireland had 3 players on the bench at one point. They were only playing with 12 guys on the pitch. There's Dwayne Vermeulen. Dwayne Vermeulen talking to Sia Khaleesi. $29.48. All right. Looks like we're about ready to get started here now. Vermeulen. You didn't print any cards. Referee ran out of ink last week. Crouch. Walk. Bind. Set. Put into the pipe. South Africa drive. Drive, drive, drive. And there's a penalty advantage. They got it. Morning Finding Bag. Ball squirts over and it's touchdown. And Jasper Wiese puts his hand down there and gets it. Boca, boca, boca. Oh. Jasper Wiese, 30-20. That ball skirted forward. Jasper alertly saw it, reached down and touched it. Yeah, brilliant stuff here. Yep. Yep, Jasper Wiese with a try. That's going to be an easy conversion right in front of the post. And the conversion is good. 21-0. Jasper Wiese, brilliant try. All right, Wales restart inside the 22. That's taken by Wiese, the try scorer. He gets over the 22, drives forward, tackle there. Ruck is formed. Morning Finding Bag gets it out. Call to use it. He's outside the 22. It's got to stay in play. And Ethan Hooker gives chase again. Hooker knocks it backwards. Oh, and it goes off Sean Clayton's shoulder, and the buck can knock it on. So Wales has it. What's the whistle for? Oh, Wales knocked it on first, so it's going to be South Africa's ball. 21-0 in the first half. Dwayne Vermeulen, 39-year-old, standing over the sidelines. He was one of the emergency players along with Shaquani. 21-0 South Africa over Wales. All right, waiting for this now. Scrum to Wales. Crouch. Bind. Set. And it collapses. And a penalty for early engagement by the Springboks again. And Wales just takes off, but the whistle blows. Way off the mark. The players are still going. Jasper Wiese is running with the ball now. Too much pressure. I mean, too much pressure. Early engagement. 21-0. It's a free kick 3 times now from the Volca. They should be dominating these scrums, but instead, they kick into the corner. Crowd trying to urge the Welsh on now. Getting a little excited in the scrum are the Springboks. Knock it off. All right, Welsh crowd is going crazy. Try to cheer them on. Here's a line out. Dewey Lake will throw it in. Overcook it, but the ball bounces kindly for Wales, and they still have it. But close to 22, and not releasing the ball. Penalty against the Wales side. Luke Ramos calls that right away. So without that, we're going to be able to kick it down the pitch now. What do we got there? Subscription. Thank you, Dennis LaRue, for subscribing. Hard time to get subscriptions today. It's just not happening. Alex, man. Okay, kicked in the touch by Springboks. That's a nice kick by Sasha. Going to gain a lot of territory down just outside the 10-meter line. So from the far side of the pitch, South Africa will throw it in. Gerbelaar. Vandenberg walks over to give instructions. Looks like 4 men in the line out. 5 minutes left in the first half. Gerbelaar to Jean Klein, to Morne Vandenberg, Feinberg and Gumzulu. And driving forward. My goodness. Esterhuizen. Andre Esterhuizen's first touch there. Sasha kicks it forward. The chase on, but it's going to go into touch. A little too much. A little too fast. Moody was trying to get there, but he couldn't quite get there. A little too much. And so was Damien Willemse for the support running. So 4 minutes remaining in the first half. Wales will have the ball. Yeah, Springboks need to focus. They should be running up a lot higher score than this. But they've been making some big mistakes in the scrum. Even though they're dominating scrum, they've been engaging too early on several occasions. Line out successful, not challenged. And the ball's down about the 8-meter line. Thank you, Rashid Jorgens, for subscribing. Kieran Hardy kicking for a touch. This time it's in touch. Where's the mark? At the 19, 20-meter line. South Africa with a line out now on the near side of the pitch, which is 3.5 minutes remaining in the first half. Plenty of time to get a try here. Yeah, Rossi's going to blow his lid at halftime. A lot of stupid mistakes. This is a Springboks team that greatly overmatches the Welsh side, and they're not getting it done. That's an odd thing to say when you're leading 21-0, isn't it? Gerbelaar to throw it in. No challenge, and Mostart comes down with it. And they're into a maul. Now the maul's driving forward. Mostart's still in there. Call to use it once. Ball's at the back with Gerbelaar. Call to use it, and Morne Vandenberg digs it out. Esterhuizen with a big carry. Getting close to halftime. Mostart now with a carry. Rolls over Welsh players. North Kia. No, Jean Klein. Jean Klein now. And they keep coming. Volko low on the outside. He drives forward. Going down about 8 meters away. Jasper Wiese with the ball now. Wiese drives forwards. Gerbelaar now. A lot of phases here. 7 phases. Morne Vandenberg. There's space on the outside. Willemse. It closes. He gets tackled at the 5-meter line. He had Ethan Hooker if he just looked backwards. And the ball's being pushed backwards from a counter ruck. And Morne Vandenberg somehow comes away with it. What's the call here? What's the call? There's a penalty against the Springboks. I don't understand it. Another squandered opportunity. Springboks are off their feet. Okay, that's what it was. Rio Dyer had a nice tackle on Damon Willemse there. Oh, boy. My goodness, my goodness, my goodness. 38-27, minute and a half. We wasted a couple minutes here and got nothing out of it. 38:50 off the clock now. First half getting close to the end. Line out successful for Wales at their 22. It's going nowhere, though. How about a call to use it? Now it's going forward. Norkia rolls back around. Wilco rolls around. Visa rolls around. And there's a player on top of the pile. It's a Springbok with his shorts down. I think it's Jean Klein. Call to use it. Kieran Hardy kicks it high into the air. And Ethan Hooker knocks it on. Rio Dyer dancing around. That ball is LSB kicks it in a touch. But they're going to come back for the advantage, I think, or the knock-on. 15 seconds left in the half. Looks like it's going to wind up being a 21-0 half. Nothing more. Yep. Shame. Yeah, I hope they get a lot better in the second half too, Charles. I've not been impressed in the first half again. But, I'll take the 21 points, but still not impressed. So we're over the hooter now, 40 minutes, 10 seconds. South Africa with a line out. No, they're going to keep playing. They're not going to put it in touch. Dealende goes forward. Morning Vandenberg. Oh, Caden Moody's on the loose. He's got help to the inside. He goes back inside to Sasha. Sasha's still driving. Down to the 22. Bucka, go. Morty Vandenberg. There's a gap there. He finds it. He gets the ball over to Norkia. Picked up in the middle. Dealende and Springboks. And Wales not rolling away. Could have been a penalty there, but not called. Esterhuizen, there's an advantage. Springboks playing advantage now. 1 minute over the hooter. Morning Vandenberg tries to cut through the middle. Still going. Down to the 5-meter line. Hermela picks it up. Boca now driving just 4 meters away. Pick and go by Jasper Visa. Visa down to 3 meters. Wales not rolling away. Very promising effort here. Vilcolo now. Vilcolo! He's down to the try line. And they lost it. What's going to go on here? There was an advantage. Is it offside? We're going to get a card here? No, no card. Uh-oh. Maybe we're going to see a card here.
Just make sure when you are close to your goal line to make an effort to be on side.
Yes, sir. Just
have a word.
Sir.
Have a word, please.
Particularly when people pass the ruck, the offside line is moving.
Yeah, of course.
All right. My mods were sleeping. I took care of that. May force me to do members only, can chat. Got 6 of them in there and I blocked them. So we're now 2 minutes and 30 seconds beyond the hooter. South Africa needs to score a try here. Moody got that all started. Scrum to South Africa. About a 10-meter scrum. Crouch. They're going to try to get a card issued against Wales here. Set. Ball's in the pipe, and Wales collapses. Play on. No advantage there. Esterhuizen right up the middle. Esterhuizen down to 2 meters. Morne Vandenberg driving. It's going to be held up. Or can they get it back? Morne Vandenberg, yes! Boca! Morne Vandenberg with a try. Esterhuizen just plows through there. And the Boca score. And then Morne Vandenberg just picks the ball up and finds the space and dives across. He's got it. Going to be an easy conversion for Sasha. Halftime, 28-0. That's a little better. All right, we go to halftime here, folks. If you got to get something to drink or go to the loo, 292 people currently here, you're welcome to do that. We're not going to leave. I'll be right back. I'm going to stretch my legs. But in the meantime, we need to get this up. And this, of course, is Springbok Glory. So hang tight for that. And if you need to go to the latrine, restroom, now is the time to do it. As Springbok Glory comes up and plays, this is my own song. 4 tries to Welsh donut. That's better than the Bucks just before. Yeah, it's much better.
Under the southern sun, the green and gold shine bright. On the field of honor, they battle with all their might. From the scrums to the tries, they always find their way. Springboks rising higher day after day. Springboks just win, win, win. They can't be denied. With the Webb Ellis Cup, they're filled with pride. The greatest rugby nation, standing tall and true, better than the rest in every test they pursue. From the dusty fields to the world stage they've roared. Legends carved in history, their spirit soared. In the hearts of a nation, they ignite the flame. Every tackle, every try, echoing their name. Springboks just win, win, win. They can't be denied. With the Webb Ellis Cup, they're filled with pride. The greatest rugby nation, standing tall and true, better than the rest in every test they pursue. Through the blood, the sweat, the tears, and the pain, they carry the hopes of a country like a chain. From the whistles blow to the final play, they prove their greatness every single day. Springboks just win, win, win. They can't be denied. With the Webb Ellis Cup, they're filled with pride. The greatest rugby nation, standing tall and true, better than the rest in every test they pursue.
All right, welcome back to halftime, folks. Sorry about that. Just distracted there checking on what's going on. Doing multitasking of a lot of different things here. People calling me rudely while I'm broadcasting is inconsiderate. People just think that they're the center of attention. Really frustrating. Anyway, halftime at the Principality Stadium, or as I prefer to call it, the Millennium Stadium, the original name for it. And that first half, we had the Wales from left to right, so this time it would be Springboks from left to right. So let's go and get that up there for the second half. Okay, good. That's ready. That's up. All right, cool beans. All right, so yeah, we'll see the second half of the Springboks can keep pouring it on. But that first half, we saw 4 tries. Gerhard Steenekamp, Ethan Hooker, Jasper Wiese, and Morne van der Berg. The Wiese and van der Berg were very opportunistic ones down close, and they managed to get them in. Well done on their part, both of them. I mean, Mike, what's going on? How's Nelsbrut? So, first half action, Springboks really got it done. Waiting for the stats to come up from halftime. Yeah, South Africa leads the world top rankings. They spread a little bit more points gained from that victory over Ireland to push them ahead, a little further ahead of New Zealand this past weekend. So, but every other of the major teams has completed their season. So, South Africa now the last one, and this is the game: Wales and South Africa. So, good performance by the Bucks, but some letdowns there. They could have scored a lot more points in this first half. Yeah, and I have a 30-point victory. So right now, if the game ended, I would be great for Super Brew. Let's check in on the rugby taking place elsewhere. I'll go to my Flow Rugby. I've got to see what games. Is anybody else playing right now? Is anybody live? Hang on a second. Schedule. Yeah, I've got Gloucester versus Harlequins, Bayonne versus Lyon. So none of those are URC games. But let me check in on the Gloucester and the Harlequins game. Check on that one very quickly. And it's 14-12 Gloucester in front of the Harlequins. Huh. Okay. Gloucester, I'm not sure what happened over there. Huh. Gloucester's going to get a scrum from that one. Yep, so that's what's happening in that game. Let me go back and see where we're at on Super Brew here, folks. All right, Super Brew. I've got Harlequins win that game, so I'm losing that one. I got this one by 30. It's perfect, though, so it's a good start here. But, yep, had a good day yesterday, 4 out of 4 victories. But today, that Bulls game let me down. I'm going to need the Stormers to come through as well. So let me check on the updated standings in the URC. In the updated standings URC, the Lions now should be ahead of the Bulls, unless I got it wrong. Yes, the Lions have jumped ahead of the Bulls. 16 points in the log. The Bulls 15. Both have 3-3 records, but both remain in playoff position for now. Zebra Parma played their game, lost their 2 wins and 4 losses, and then Benetton 2 wins and 4 losses. So Edinburgh is at 9 points. Edinburgh, the best they could do is 5 points, which would give them 14. So they can't get. So Edinburgh, even if they win at 1 win and 3 losses to go to 2 and 3, they can move up to 9th place, but they can't. They can't get. So the Bulls and Lions are locked in. They're not going to go any higher or any lower this weekend. That's where they're at. Connacht has 9 points. If they beat the Sharks by 5 points, they'd have 14. So nothing doing there. The Sharks can get 5 points, go to 13, which will put them up there, but a couple spots. But yeah. So anyway, yeah, only so much can be done here. So the Stormers. Cardiff is temporarily in first place. They have 25 points on the log because of their victory today. 5 wins and a loss, 24-point differential, 25 points on the log. Stormers now technically in second place, pending their game with Munster coming up after this. They have a 118-point differential. Munster is only plus 36 points, so Stormers are really scoring a lot more points than Munster, but of course that came in a couple really big games early on. But the Stormers are going to have to get it done here today on the road, something they can't do in Ireland. It's very frustrating, but hopefully they can pull it off now. Nice and warm, around 32 degrees, enjoying the game. That's way too warm, Mike. Have you done an interview with Mike Sham? No, Brian, I'll be on Mike Sham on Tuesday. Yep. Wow, everybody must follow Mike Sham. I don't really follow him, so it'll be interesting for me. So, yep. Should be interesting. Looking to see if any messages came on. So breaking news out of South Africa, not to go into news too much here, folks, but people arrested for mercenary action in Russia, including a famous South African radio personality from SAFM. Wow. Joan Stewart listening to Rugby today, that's good. And Alfred says, thank you for your time and effort. You're very welcome. Yep. Yeah. So I wonder what's getting said to change it. I don't know, but the Springboks ought to be getting their butts chewed. That morning Van den Berg try should ameliorate the situation. They've had too many problems in the scrum. They've dominated when they've not made mistakes, but then they've made too many mistakes. They've turned it over 3 or 4 times. They have made some bad decisions down low and some decisions to pass the ball when it should have gone to ground and formed a ruck, and it's cost them dearly. But some really good play by a few players here have really made a big difference for the Springboks. Van den Berg did a great pass to Visa there. He almost got in, and then Van den Berg came up and saw the ball was laying there and just got up. Wainwright trying to get out of the way. I'm watching this replay of Morning Van den Berg's try, and that was brilliant work on his part. So, yeah, exciting stuff if you're a Springbok fan, but too many mistakes. Andre Esthuizen playing very well, as usual. He's running against guys half his size, just plowing right through them. Man, oh man, we're getting a replay here of this Morning Van den Berg try again. No, that's not the Vandenberg. Yeah, here it is. Yeah, Vespavisa. It's tackled by the post. And then Morne Vandenberg, Dewey Lake has to get out of the way. He's buried under the pile, and he sees a gap there, and he drives. He's got it. It's just brilliant work there. Lights are out with the roof closed at the stadium in Cardiff. They're doing a light show here. Welsh flags all around. Of course, Wales, the only country in the world with a dragon on its flag. Pretty wild here. Of course, Wales is a constituent part of the United Kingdom. Wales, Northern Ireland, England, and Scotland. United Kingdom. Yeah. So there you have it, folks. Yeah. This is Lions outplay Bulls. Yes, they did. They did. South Africa is an aging team that will soon plunge down the world rankings. That is what some pseudo-pundits will have you believe. Those haters who set up Springboks with their virulent and vitriolic verbalizations. A vichyssoise verbose comments. They will point to a 30-plus club like Etzebeth, Khaleesi, Allende, Mostart, and Mbonambi. They'll all be 36 2027 World Cup, where the Bucks will attempt to become the first team to record a hat trick of 3 consecutive victories. Then there's Peter Steph Dutoy, 33, Cheslin Colby, Quagga Smith, and Thomas Dutoy. Now throw in several 31-year-olds, and they have what they believe to be validation of their argument. However, they prematurely ignore certain facts or numbers. Yep. Let us take a step back in time to where it all started in 1987. Since the inception of the World Cup, winning teams have generally had an average age between 28 and 31, while the substantial number of players had extensive international experience, some even exceeding 100 caps. However, World Cup winning squads also had a balance of seasoned veterans, including those aged 30 or older, with younger players in their prime, 27 to 29. At the 2023 World Cup, South Africa fielded one of the oldest squads in tournament history with an average age of slightly over 30. The total test caps for the 33-man Bok squad was 1,323. The average caps per player were plus minus 40. The most experienced players at Etzebeth, 112 at the time, and other senior statesmen like Billy LaRue, Sia Khaleesi, Dwayne Vermeulen, and Damon Allende. There are also 12 debutants in the squad. The 2019 Springbok World Cup squad had 1,030 test caps, so 300 less. The 50-plus caps class included, it's a great shot. I'm looking at Cardiff here. Beautiful. They're zipping in here. It's gorgeous. Yeah. Millennium Stadium. And there's a castle right outside it. Been there. The World Cup in 2015 was amazing in England. And this game that I went to in Wales. Yep. Great shots of the stadium. Anyway, now let's look at the World Cup winning teams down the years. South Africa 2023, 30 years of age with 1,323 test caps. 2019, South Africa, 28 was the age, 1,030 caps. 2015, 28, New Zealand, 1,484. That's the most ever. And 2011, New Zealand, 1,133. 2007, South Africa, 27 and 826. In 2003, England, 28 and 638. Anyway, so what's this point? Experience is key with winning teams consistently, featuring players with significant international caps and years of experience. There's a balance of youth. Oh, look at some kind of Christmas market set up over by the castle. I wasn't there in the Christmas time, so I didn't get to see this. Anyway, but it's common for winning teams to have multiple players with 100-plus caps, especially in their forward pack among their senior backs. Yeah, and the players waiting in the wings, they're coming back out of the locker room. Andre Pollard, Oxen Che, Lut Jager, Franco Mostart, Sean Klen, Jan-Hendrik Wessels, Marnus van der Merwe, Zach Porthen, Kurtley Arnse, Ethan Hooker, Edwin van der Merwe. Yeah, lots of younger players. So I think they're just trying to hype this thing up. All right, we're getting ready for the second half now. We'll turn off. Oh, I've got the halftime marker off already. What am I doing? I didn't even turn it on, did I? Where's the halftime marker? I'll just throw it on for a moment. There you go. Put on halftime. Halftime is over. 11:11 on the East Coast, about an hour and 19 minutes from the Munster game coming up, and we're waiting for Wales is coming out of the locker room now. So South Africa will kick to Wales, get the second half underway. Yeah, if we played a World Cup tomorrow, nobody could touch South Africa. That's true. But we're not playing one tomorrow, unfortunately. So let's see how we do. Schools rugby is important. You got to build those teams. You're correct about that. Now South Africa's coming from left to right. Wales from right to left. Wales from right to left. South Africa from left to right. Second half about to get underway here. (28-0). Second half about to get underway. Yeah, I hope Wales get their act together too, but not tonight. But again, from a Super Bowl perspective, this game can end right now. It's perfect for me. 28-0. I picked a 30-point win. Into the 22, taken down there by the Welsh, and Jean Clem with a tackle. From inside the 22, Wales will launch this. Kieran Hardy over the top. And a touch it goes. Nice kick. Mark out to about 10-meter line. It'll be a South Africa line out from the far side of the pitch. Line out. Gerbelaar to throw it in. And they get it to Klein, to Vandenberg, to Esterhuizen. Oh, ball goes backwards. Big mistake there. There's an advantage for being offside. So South Africa have an advantage here. Esterhuizen with a carry. He's trying to drive forward. Esterhuizen goes forward. Ball's placed. Still playing an advantage. One of the Welsh players is down. I don't know what happened to him. It's knocked forward or backward. We're going to come back for the advantage. And we got a player down here. Who is that? This is Dewey Lake. I can't see. But this player looks groggy. Aaron Wainwright. That's who's down. Offside against Wales. Bucks for champs. Well, yeah, they're champs already. At least 28 points for the Bucks at halftime against Ireland. Yes, ruthlessness needed from the Bucks to create a kind of aura. Yeah, exactly. That's what I've been saying forever, Jam. That's the problem. You have to create an aura because that's one way that people win. Well, Wainwright got smacked in the face by his own teammate. So the reason the All Blacks were so dominant is teams fear them because they just fear them. Wow, Wales made 102 tackles in the first half. South Africa only had to make 24. Jeez. 4 times as many tackles made by Wales. That's how much pressure South Africa had. Yeah, so the aura of invincibility is what the Springboks need. The All Blacks had that for a decade. We got a blood bin. Wainwright. Oh, yeah, I think he got cut in the eye by his teammate. And it was by his own teammate. Morgan Morse comes in. .4208 comes in. Morgan Morse, substitute for Aaron Wainwright. And Alfred, thank you for the 14 Rand Super Chat. Small deposit for Starbucks. Thank you for that. Appreciate it. So it's a line out for the Springboks, just a little over 5 meters out. Chance to pile on here. Another try won't hurt my Super Brew because I'll still be within the margin. And Nortkia comes down with it. They're into a maul, but it's going towards the touchline instead of forward. They better get out of there. And they spin away. Gerbelaar to Morne Vandenberg. Esterhuizen. Esterhuizen sees a gap. He cuts it down to 2 meters. Morne Vandenberg. It could have gone wide, but he didn't see it. Pick and go by Gerbelaar. Khaleesi's in there. Where's the ball at? Steenkamp can't quite make it. There it is! A try. 41, 42, 39. And it is Vilko Low, I think. And a yellow card. Plumtree, yellow card. He doesn't understand why he's in trouble. Yellow card. Somebody was going to get it. So Vilcolo with a try. So here's the kick by Sasha Famberg-Unguzulu from the inside hash mark. Just inside the post. There it is, 35. Now that's more like it. Substitution coming in for somebody here. Christian Coleman comes into the game. Aserati goes out. 35-0. Restart, and the ball's loose on the turf and picked up by the Springboks. They have an advantage here, apparently. Mornay Vandenberg. David Lende kick to the wing, and going to come back. The whistle blew. Come on back. There's an advantage. Guys getting all excited out there. Yellow card for Wales. Plumtree got that at 42.59. Nine penalties against Wales thus far. All right, kick to the corner by the Bucks. Herblar just inside the 22. The line out. 45 minutes off the clock now. Line out successful. Nordakia to Mornay Vandenberg across the middle. Gets it to De Lende. Visa. Here comes Mornay Vandenberg. Picks it up. Finds space. Sasha out to Willemse. Willemse, who's been quiet for a while, dances around down to the 22. Ball's available. Sasha finds Kane Moody. Finds Esthuizen, who finds right through the gap. Oh, De Lende couldn't get the speed going to get in through that gap. And we're going to get playing the 9. And Sasha just taps and goes. There goes Sasha Famberg-Unguzulu over the try line. Boca, 45-54. Woo! Solid gold. Sasha FM. That's a good one. Frequency modulation just burns them. Wow. His 8th try. In 19 tests. He just tapped and goed. Went from the mark, too. And just ran right through the Welsh side. So now now that ruins my Super Brew. It's 42 points. This will be good. Wow. Now they pour it on. There was a hiding at halftime, no doubt, in that Springbok locker room. Inside of 22, the Springboks have it to restart. At some point, this is going to become unfair. Mornay Vandenberg over the top. That ball's going to get there on 10-meter line. Ethan Hooker gives chase. It's knocked backwards, then knocked on. John Klein knocks on again. This guy cannot get his hands on a ball. And he plays the 9. That's going to be a penalty. The other stupid mistake. Tap and go, and there they go. Very quickly, Welsh looking for space on the outside. That's a forward pass. That is so forward. That is so forward. No call. It was a good 3 or 4 meters forward. Wales inside the 22 now. Back to the 22. Kieran Hardy coming to the near side. Into the hands of... They go wide, out on the wing. Nothing doing. It cuts all the way back to the inside. Nothing there. Seed count with a tackle. And ball goes wide. Oh, it's kicked forward by Caden Moody. Gives chase. As long as it's not a knock on, he's going to be in good shape here. He kicks it. And he got it. Caden Moody, 46-45. Another try, but we're going to go back, I think, to see if there's a knock-on. I think he kicked it, so I didn't get too excited. Yeah, it might have been a knock-on. So before I put this up on the board, I'm not sure. Yeah, we're going to go to the booth. Oh, he has a doubt about the grounding. Okay, I didn't see a bad grounding. I was worried about a knock-on back there. No, that's good. He's got possession. That's good. He's got, his hand is still on it. They can't overturn this. Okay, he says that's no knock-on, so we're going back to the beginning now. This is where I think there might be a knock-on. That's not a knock-on. Well, let's go really slow. He puts it down on his foot. That never went anywhere. It went straight to his foot. I don't know how you can overturn that. I think he's going to... Yeah, grounding's good. Why are you going back? Yep, no knock on there. And there's no knock on here. He's got it. He's got possession. This should be a good try. Yep. It's good. Caden Moody, that's going to be good.
I have a decision. Try.
Yep, that's the right decision. With two dicey angles here, they had to check it. That's why we have a TMO. Wow. 9 minutes and 3 tries, and that's good, 49. 19 points for Sasha. Time is off for substitutions. Six substitutions. Okay, we're going to have a bomb squad coming in for South Africa here too in a moment. Substitution. Southwest comes in for Wales. Danny Southworth comes in for Gareth Thomas. And we're going to have 6 Springboks coming here in a moment. Inside of 22, Mornay Vandenberg. Wainwright is back. Morse is out from that blood bin. The entire bench is coming in. Wow, that's pretty wild. I've never seen 8 players come in at once. The entire bench is going to be cleared. Okay, Morgan Williams comes in for Hardy. Wales, Sia Khaleesi with the ball. Leading 49-0. Kicked over the top, and it's caught back there by Blair Murray. And I think we're going to have substitutions come in before this line out. Springbok's going to empty their bench. My goodness. I got to get ready for this. Yeah. Kobus Reinach is over there. Marco van Staden. Wow. Quagga Smith. Looks like they're all going to come in. That ball stays in touch. It didn't find touch. So Damon Wilmsey kicks it high into the air. He gives chase. And it's knocked backwards. Picked up back there by the Bucks. There's Norkia, but we're going to say a knock on. Offside. Now retreated against Krubela. So that'll delay the players coming in. But everybody's going to come off the bench. This will be a new one for Rossi. Entire bench coming in. That's only reasonable. I mean, you're going to sub all 8 at once. Okay, where to get it now? Now they find touch. Okay, here they come. The entire bench. The entire bench comes in. Wow. The entire bench. Khaleesi's out. Mornay Feinberg is out. My goodness. Cobus Reinach gets his 50th cap. Zach Porthen has come in. Wow. Etzebeth is in. Closing the gap against the Springboks. Oh, big hit there. Fresh legs for Springboks. Wales has got something going, but they throw it away. Into touch. They had something cooking there. Trying to find all the substitutions here. 1, 2, 3, 4. So, Bongian Benambi, who was called up and was needed for this. And he's there. 49-0. Reinach comes over to give him instructions. Quagga Smith is in there. Etzebeth. Line out successful. Here comes Marco van Staden. Escom putting the lights out for Principality Stadium. 52 minutes off the clock. So at the 50-minute mark, 8 players come off the bench. That's unheard of. That's a terrible kick by Cobus. It goes about 10 meters. And Hooker gets it. Ethan Hooker gets it. Porthen. Nope, doesn't go to him. Sasha looking for space. Sasha drives forward. And then Quagga Smith with a carry. Damon Willemse high into the air to the near side. Ethan Hooker is going to go up again. This time it goes backwards. Blair Murray, it was a knock on. But Damon Willemse picks it up and takes off. Willemse finds Hooker on the wing. Here come the Boca! Here come the Boca! Ethan Hooker gets it back to Nordkia, who's trailing. The Boca pick it up and go. And it's Etzebeth. Inside of 22. Zach Porthen. Over the middle, Sasha. They got numbers on the outside. Take advantage. They go. Here they come down the sideline. It's Esterhuizen in the corner. Andre Esterhuizen, 53-11. It's a try. Boca. Esterhuizen with a try. Boca are putting on a clinic. Boy, there's some butt chewing in that halftime. 29 caps for Andre Esterhuizen. Just destroying now. 54. He had Kane and Mooney on the outside, but he took it all himself. Wow. Well, we're going to check on something. Forward pass.
It's coming now. I will show you a shoulder to the head by number 8, Wells.
Oh, shoulder to the head. Wainwright, who went out. Looks like he might be in trouble here. Wainwright might be in trouble here, folks.
Thank you. We'll deal with that after.
It's coming now.
Oh, yeah, there it is. I missed that.
This is your best tackle.
Oh, yeah. Shoulder to the chin. Yellow card. That's all.
His left shoulder does hit his head, and Ngomazulu does.
But he throws it into him. Yeah, that's definitely a yellow card.
And there is foul play because the tackler is up.
Yeah, Wainwright is going to be out. Yeah, it's a yellow card.
Happy guys, number 8, red.
Try is good, though.
Agree.
Okay. Number 8, Wade.
Yellow
We
card.
do have head contact. It's a foul play because you're upright. So a card, no free review.
Bunker review. That's the right way to do it, folks. All right, so the Plumtree card just ended. So as soon as he gets out, so now he's gone, 53-37. That's a clear yellow. Okay. Oh, I missed that one. That wasn't an easy one, though. $54. So they missed a conversion. First one he's missed. Here's the restart. And the Bucks are going to take it inside of 22. Taken by Reinach over to Quagga Smith. He dances outside of 22. Still going. Tackle made there by Wales. Esterhuizen to Sasha to Damien Willemse. Goes out the wing. He's got Kane and Moody who kicks it over the top. The chase is on. Who's going to get there? Oh, Willemse just missed it. Great job by Blair Murray to secure that ball. Otherwise, it was another try. Just like that. Boy, there were two Springboks there. Bunker review on that card. Here's Zach Porthen making a big tackle there. Yeah, he needs to get the time, man. He's young. Kicked over the top. Oh, knocked on by Willemse. Bad decision. He should let it bounce. Tried to slide and catch it. They're playing a knock-on advantage is Wales. They come to the near side. And they've got Rio Dyer, first touch of the game. He's been a spectator in this game. Ball's available. That should be advantage over now for that knock-on. Reese Davis with the carry now. Boy, Rio Dyer, we haven't called his number all day. That's the first time he touched the ball. Oh, nice kick to the wing. And nice job over there by Ellis Mee, but he's tackled by Kane and Moody. 54-0, 56 minutes into the contest. Dewey Lake kick it to the wing. Who's going to get this one? Hooker's trying to get there. Dyer gets there. He throws it back inside. And Wales have got something cooking here. Down to the 22. Nice tackle by Sasha. And over the top the ball is Quagga Smith. What was the whistle for? He was clearly over the ball. That should have been a jackal. Why is it a penalty? Off the feet. He wasn't off his feet. He was standing up. Who's off their feet? What is that? Is that a gift? He wasn't off his feet. He's standing upright, bent over at the waist. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. 14 lineouts by South Africa, none lost. 6 by Wales, none lost. 20 lineouts thus far in the game, 57 minutes in. 54-0 South Africa, rolling over Wales. A young, inexperienced side. But we've got some of our youngest players, and they're getting some experience too. 6-meter line out for Wales. Dewey Lake to throw it in. It's successful. They pull it away. Lake throws it back inside to Rio Dyer, who's just buried. Labakanye is in there. He made a tackle, along with Nortkia. Another tackle. They're trying to go somewhere with this, and nothing there. Porthen there for the tackle. They try to go again. Another tackle. Lots of phases now for the Welsh. Ben Jason Dixon played a role. The crowd getting into it. Wales trying to get something going here.
But Wales for the first time really.
Wales down to 5 meters.
Never that close.
Sasha
to the Springboks
makes a
try
tackle.
line with the ball.
And Labakanye is there.
Number 10 offside.
Morgan
Offside,
Williams.
so they're playing advantage now. Sasha gives up a penalty. Yeah, he was offside earlier, too. He's lucky he didn't get called sooner. Another advantage. 2 advantages for offside here. They come back the other way. I think that could have been an offside. on debut. That's Danny Southworth. Wales still trying to get something going. Labakanye. Morgan Williams, he's tackled. Ball's available. And one of the front, still an advantage here. Oh, Cobus Reinach nearly got there. Blair Murray finds a gap around the official. The obstruction on the official, Luke Ramos. Ball's available, picked up by South Africa, but they're going to come back for the advantage. But Luke Ramos was obstructing. That wasn't his intent. Uh-oh, now you're going to get warned about penalties.
There is two offside. Just be careful close to the goal line. Yeah, pillars.
All right, so Quagga Smith is the captain in there now since Sia went out. I don't think he's ever been a captain before. Wow, Quagga Smith. What's Wales going to do? Going to tap and go, it looks like. Tame Plumtree. He looks like he's injured. Crowd is really into it now, folks. Wow, really, really into it. We're going to wind up having fewer views in this game than we had on the Italy game. 5-meter tap. There they go. And Dewey Lake knocked down at 3 meters. The ball squirts backwards. And tackle made there by Eben Etzebeth. Wales now still trying to get something going. Over top the ball. That's a good jackal. Yes, South Africa wins the ball. And it's Andre Esterhuizen. Wales shut down at the 5-meter line. Esterhuizen with a jackal. He's got a proper haircut. Not one of those silly ones. My goodness. Man. Wow. Good job by Esterhuizen. Ball's kicked into touch, and there'll be a line out for South Africa in their own territory at about 24 meters, I think. 25 meters. Uh-oh. We got another one coming here. What's going on now? Clock is stopped. What now?
Captain.
That's the voice of Eric Kuzan.
Captain.
We know what,
come
Luke.
from the bunker.
Here we go.
The yellow card remains yellow card. Aggregate danger, but mitigation.
So
Not
Aaron,
aggregate danger, sorry. Yeah, not
Aaron
aggregate.
Wayne.
Yeah, so the yellow card is staying a yellow for Wainwright. That's the right call. Yeah. All right, so Bongian Benambi with the line out now here for the Bok. And Etzebeth has it. He gets it to Cobus Reinach in his 50th test match. Nortkia drives forward. He's proven to be quite a good lock. I was unconvinced of him early on, but he's gotten better and better. Ethan Hooker comes up for it in midfield. He knocks it on, and then it's knocked on by 2 knock-ons. Etzebeth too. So it will be Wales ball. Now we're in the final 20 minutes here. Just 3 minutes left on the yellow card. We got James Raddy coming in. He's replacing Reese Davis. Okay. It's his 4th cap. Reese Davis is out now. 60-21 off the clock. Hey, Marilyn, what's going on? Yes, Bungy's back for the VidCunt. Crouch. Bind. Set. Now reset the scrum. 61 minutes now off the clock. 2:38 left on the Wales card. Labakanye is the big fellow. Mbanambi and Porthen. Big front row. I'm sure we gained some kgs in that scrum. Bide. Set. And it all collapses. And a penalty on Wales. South Africa wins the scrum. Is it a penalty? I thought it was a penalty. It is a penalty. Time is off, though. Boy, Bongi's out of breath. So what's going on? What's going on? So, clock is stopped at 61:46. There was a penalty for collapsing the scrum, but it looks like Christian Coleman's getting looked at there on the Welsh side. So, today, Etzebeth gets yet another try, another test match. He's just racking them up there, going towards 150. Millennium Stadium, now known as the Principality Stadium. Could be. Be sure to hit the like button, folks, if you haven't done it. This will be our lowest game of the month after the big one last month. Or last week, I should say. So, for the Springboks test matches in November, we had... versus Japan, they had 23,000. Then we had versus Italy, 26,000. Then against Ireland, 51,000. And now today we're just at 10,000. So we've gone backwards. 5 matches in November. Very successful Northern Hemisphere tour. Lineout goes deep. And they've got it. There they come down the middle. Yeah, it's Esterhuizen again, dragging players down to 7 meters. The Springboks on the front foot. There's a penalty advantage there. Cobus Reinach feeds it over the middle. Springboks 4 meters away. Reinach to Nordkia. Nordkia 3 meters away. They're working away across the pitch now. Wales players not rolling away. Reinach. The ball's left lane, and it is for Sasha Feinberg. Breaks through, and another try. 62-43. Wow. Wow. Just being destroyed. Oh, this guy said maybe the best team ever, even against the mighty All Blacks. That's interesting. Well, thank you for what you're saying there, JM, for my commentary. I appreciate that. Sasha, Feinberg, Ugumzulu. Yep. Should be an easy kick here. 61. Kick is good. So 26 points at least for him. This could wind up being the worst ever defeat for Wales at this stadium. Esterhuizen 9 carries for 70 meters. Incredible. Morse comes in for men. Morse is back in. Alex Mann is out. Restart. Bucks have the ball. Ruck is formed, and Cobus Reinach's going to dig it out. From outside of 22, he sends it down the pitch past midfield. Ethan Hooker gets there, but his little bit late tackle is made by Labakanye. Asenate Labakanye. They go back towards the middle. Wales. Ooh. Springboks have great coverage here. Rio Dyer now touching again. He's tackled. Counter ruck coming from the Bucks, but not getting anywhere. Just about 15 minutes remaining. Norkia with a tackle. He's had a lot of tackles in this game. Set back inside of 22, so they got to keep it in play. It goes out to about the 10-meter line. Who's going to get this? Phillipse comes up, and he knocks it on. And Wales picks it up. Drives forward. Yeah, it's a knock-on advantage for Wales. They kick to the wing. Vantage over. They kicked it away. Who's going to get there? And they kick it away. Vantage over. So it'll be a Springboks ball. 61-0 is the score, folks. This is a beatdown of epic proportions. I should have gone with 50 points instead of 30. My goodness. Ah. 443 people currently here, folks. Become a subscriber. If you don't mind, hit the like button. Costs you nothing but a moment of your time.
That was easy.
Reinach comes over to give instructions to Bongi Ambenambi. Bongi, who called up for duty in this tour, he was getting a break. He needed it. And in comes Ben Thomas for Wales. Blair Murray goes out. Here's the line out. It's good. They get over the middle now to is that Escom? Martin van Staden. Marco van Staden gets it across. And then Cobus Reinach kicks it high into there. Here comes Ethan Hooker on the chase. And what a job by Eben Etzebeth. What an incredible take in the air by Etzebeth. Cobus Reinach gets it over the middle to Porthen. And the Bucks are down to the 22. Through the middle, charging comes Quagga Smith. Ball is stripped. It's kicked up into the air. Who's going to get it? Wales got it. That's a forward pass. What do you mean it's a knock on? It's a strip. South Africa scrum. Yeah, well, Lindy, should have been a lot more points in the first half, but the Bucks just didn't get it done. Now they've been ruthless. In the first 10 minutes of the second half, they just let loose. I mean, look at that. 43, 40. Oh, I got the time wrong. 43-39. That says 42. I just realized that. Scores. I just realized I got that wrong. That's 43. Fine. Set. Advantage. Springboks get an advantage. There goes Cobus. He's got help on the outside. And that's thrown forward. Yeah, that's going to be forward. Yeah. Willemse dives over, but he gets no try because Sasha threw it forward. It was obviously forward. And then Willemse hurt himself diving needlessly. That doesn't look good. I need him back on the Stormers. How'd he do this, trying to dive? I don't see what he did there. It's just a normal dive for him. Landed on his bum, but it wasn't what he was hurting. So collapsing the scrum, and that's a penalty. Then they come back. Sasha does a quick tap. De Allende. And Porthen comes in, and Quagga Smith, he's down. Ball comes out. Cobus Reinach over to Bongi Ambenambi. Bongi drives forward. Bongi tackled 7 meters out. Cobus Reinach. This is inevitable. Esterhuizen down to 5 meters. Here they come. Ben Jason Dixon with a carry. They're down to 2 meters over. Short. There it is. And it's a try. 68-34. Nordkia. Nordkia with a try. Rowan Nordkia. Wow. Sasha with a chance to get his total close to 30 points in this game. He got it. Flag goes up 68-0 with 11 minutes remaining. That's what we expected in this game, yep. Wow. Here's the restart to the bucket, down to 22. Taken there by Quagga Smith. Look how he was tackled high. And somehow Cobus gets out of there. Zach Porthen. Porthen over the 22, driving forward with Etzebeth on his back. But Wales is still playing hard. Ball's kicked to the wing. Who's going to get over? Is it Moody? Oh, that ball's kicked in the air by Moody. 26 points by Sasha Feinberg. I thought it was 28. 10 minutes left in the game. Nice tackle there by Esterhuizen. And then Quagga Smith with another nice tackle. He gets over top the ball. And he wins a penalty. Quagga Smith with a jackal. Off your feet's the call. But Quagga jackaled that bad boy. Brilliant stuff. Wow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 tries. That doesn't find touch, does it? Nope. That's a bad kick by Sasha. Stays in play. Ooh. Tackle made by Cobus Reinach inside the 22. Wales has it. And a penalty for not releasing. Rear Dio couldn't get that ball placed. What are you going to do? Tap and go? Just 8.5 minutes remain. Sasha will kick for the corner. He couldn't put it in touch a minute ago. We'll try it again. This could be 70 points here in just a moment. Let's do it, boys. I've already lost my Super Brew bonus point. Let's just roll up the points now. I remember them beating Namibia like 60-something to nothing at the Rugby World Cup in 2011 in North Stadium. I was at that game. Okay, it's about 10 meters away. Line out successful into a rolling maul. And it collapses. Down by White, so no penalty called. Get it out of there. And they don't get it out. Too long. So Wales gets it back. Oh boy. 7.5 minutes left. Why is your score 66? Because you're not alive. You got to catch up. You're not alive. 68. South Africa get a penalty here. It'd be great. Get it right back. Get those points. Set. And he blows the whistle. Going to reset it. 7 minutes left. Be patient, wait for my call, he says. You know what we haven't talked about in this game? Luke Ramos. We haven't talked about the official or his calling of the game. Isn't it nice not to be focused on the officials for a change? Isn't that awesome? Coming up in a little over half an hour, it's Stormers at Munster. You'll be redirected to that game after this. Bind. Set. Morgan Williams puts it in the pipe. South Africa blows up the scrum again. Where's the ball at? Oh, it's kicked by Wales. Picked up by South Africa. An advantage. Porthen picks it up. And there's Bongi diving down to 1 meter. Who's going to get the try? Come on, Bucka. Bucka, where's the ball at? There it is. And it's over. It's Ebenezer-Beth. It's 73-59. Ebenezer-Beth, 73-59. Wow, this is just a hiding of epic proportions. Wow. Wow. Ebenezer-Beth with the try. Uh-oh, TMO is going to check it. A tackle without the ball by South Africa.
So if there is a tackle off the ball, we will come back on. Oh, maybe not. It's a foul play.
Let's see. So I can't put the trap
If it's
yet.
tackle off the ball.
Once again, the TMO is Eric Gosnat,
Yeah.
who has seen a tackle off
Yeah.
the ball.
Okay. Show me the footage, please.
So we'll have to take this one off the board. If there's a tackle off ball, we'll have to remove this from the board.
It's coming. We are looking at 23 white.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
Still
yeah.
just right at 23. He thinks when Morgan Morse picks that ball up, he's allowed to play him. He probably thinks his timing a bit wrong. Morgan Morse got his hands on
No,
the
he
ball.
picked it up.
I do think he has the action to play.
No, that's not a tackle off the ball. He dropped the ball and lost it forward.
At that moment, as soon as Morgan Morse
He lost the ball forward.
He can
Yeah,
make
just
that
make sure
tackle.
the number 9 was on side.
Just checking that
when
timing, I think he looks
The
okay.
number 8 lift the floor.
Yeah, so he agrees. He just wants to make sure the Cobus is onside when he
Yes, I will show you the white number.
Yeah, but that wasn't a tackle off the ball. That player had already picked the ball up and he dropped it, so it was a knock on by Wales. But he just wants to make sure he's onside. Yep, he's onside. That's good.
We need a tight angle.
Yeah, that tight angle. Well, that's not a good enough angle there.
So here we go. Let's look at Morgan Morse's hand.
Yeah, there, he's good.
He's
Yeah,
doing it.
that's good. That's a try.
I think
It's an
that's
attempt to
okay.
drop, so
That's a try by
after the
Etzebeth.
player. The try is good.
Try is good.
Okay. I have a decision.
Yeah, back on you.
So the ball was lifted. The 9 was onside. So there is no foreplay, no tackle of the ball. The try is good.
So there you go, folks. Etzebeth with the try. South Africa's just crushing them here. Can't chance for this to go up even higher. They miss it? He missed it from... 73-0. If they score again, we can take it to 80. Oh, yeah, man of the match. I haven't even got around to that yet. Let's do that now. Man, oh, man, oh, man. Ball's kicked inside the 22 by the Bucks. All right, there's your man of the match options up. So, 4 minutes left. I know who my man of the match is. He's on the screen right now. Esteheisen's my man of the match. So, Bongi with the line out for the Springboks inside the 10-meter line. They go deep. And Nokia get over the middle. Ball bounces. Picked up by... Oh, it's lost by Sasha. Oh, somebody better get back there before Wales does. It's kept alive by Wales. Wow. That was crazy. That was crazy. Ellis Mee chased that thing down all the way down the field. There's an argument going on with the official now. Boy, me put it 100% into that. No. No. It's a 22, yeah. Yeah, it wasn't. It's a 22. Not a goal line. So South Africa will kick it from the 22. 3 minutes left. Yeah, we haven't talked about Luke Ramos in this game. It means he's doing a really good job, apparently. Overexcited, he could be. Ball's kicked not too far intentionally so the Bucks can get up there. and they don't get it. Instead, it goes to me, who's in touch, and it'll be Springboks line out with 2.5 minutes remaining. 73-0. Substitution for Dewey Lake. So Brody Coughlin will come in for Dewey Lake just to get him a cap. Wow. Dewey Lake's put in a tough shift today. Here's a lineup by Bungie. That one's good. Kobus. Sasha does it. Oh, they got him around the neck. Maul formed. Still going forward. Still going forward. Stop once. Come on, I got to get going. Now he's on the ground. Down by White, but they get up to midfield. Kobus trying to dig it out. They're playing the 9. Stop it. Porthen digs it out. And they give it to Estizen, does a spin move. Gets it back to Kobus Reinach, who goes wide to Caden Moody. Moody cuts back over midfield. Bucka now in the attack. Yeah, we got something going on back here. Is there a fight? There's a fight. There's a fight going on. He had to stop play. What is going on? Oh, Etzebeth is pissed. Etzebeth is pissed. He's going to get kicked out of this game. Alex Mann starting some crap. Didn't even know he was on the pitch. I thought he came out of the game. He rushed back on the pitch. Etzebeth got punched in the eye. The young guy out there, Zach Porther, trying to calm everything down. I thought Zach Mann went out of the game. What's he doing back out there?
It left 2 minutes allowed. Yeah. If I need to talk to you one more time, you go to the bench. It's clear? Yeah. Okay, perfect. Go Dabe.
It's about smiling at him. Smiling at the offender. Let's see. Oh. Oh. He did gouge his eye. Yeah, Etzebeth is gone. That's a red card. That's a red card for Eben Etzebeth.
See it. Potential contact with Hayes.
With the eyes by number 19.
Yeah, that's going to be a red card on Eben Etzebeth.
Show me the footage. Thank you. Thank you.
He's done.
Etzebeth's 2025 might be ending 90 seconds before he was hoping it would.
It's coming now.
Yeah, this is clearly an eye gouge. That's going to be multi-game ban.
This is the only angle that we have.
Yep. Yep, Eben Etzebeth is going out. That's a red card. No doubt about it. No doubt about it. I'll put it up right now because he's getting a red card. He is getting a red card.
Okay. Guys, please.
Yep.
Matthew.
I'm not sure there's any mitigation in that. Etzebeth has a clear sight of
the replay,
Alex Mann's face.
Yes, it's good.
For me, it's clear finger in the eyes.
Yep, I agree.
Yeah. Yeah. Show me the first angle. Okay. You have a clear finger in the eyes. So for me, it's permanent red card.
Yeah, so a permanent red card. Yep. Yeah, no, there's no doubt about it.
Thumb in eyes. Okay, I have a decision. Number 19, White. It's a thumb in the eyes. It's permanent red card.
Yep, that's deserved.
Well, the game can't mess around with moments like...
Wow. Yep, Etzebeth. That was the right call. Wales can't find touch. And thank you, Leslie Wilson, for the 70 Rand, making it rain. Clouds are gathered. Marvelous commentary. You're very welcome. Just got to get more people to find the channel, folks. More people need to find this channel. 1 minute left here. They go deep. Oh, look at that hit. Oh, my goodness. Marco van Staden put the lights out. Picked up by, you're from the side entry. Whoa, look at this. Oh, it's getting out of control now as, my goodness. Damien De Allende assaulted when he gets away from the ball and attacked by a Welsh player and nothing done about it. 10 meters against the Springboks. Well, how about, that's BS. No more. How about you talk to the Welsh player who came over and hit him? Came over and hit him. Estarza was not Estarza. Estarza was. De Allende was walking away and the guy came over and hit him. All right, don't let them in now. Shut them down after that crap. They start a fight and attack one of our players. David De Allende has not been dirty at all in this game. He side entered. He thought the ball was free. And he gets it, and now they're going to give them a gift of a try here. No, let's shut them down. Shut them down. They don't challenge the line out. Call to use it once. Bucks drive them backwards. They break away. Tackles made by Labakanye. Tackle made by Labakanye again. Pick and go. 5 meters out. Working towards the center of the pitch. They go the opposite side. Coughlin wants something. What's the call here? South Africa has the ball. And that's the game. Game is over. Shutout. Contained. Wow. What a finish, folks. What a finish. Yeah, that was very bad by Eben Etzebeth. Very disappointing. He's going to wind up not playing for the Sharks next week. World Rugby's going to sanction him for that. No doubt about it. That's dirty play. Wow. Wow. What a finish to the season. 73-0. 73-0, folks. That's insane. Come on. 73-0 South Africa wins the game. Wow, what a finish. What a finish. Stick around for man of the match conversation. 73-0. Andre Esterhuizen is the man of the match. Let's see what you guys picked. Thank you, DVG. You picked Esterhuizen as well, as did I. Wow, that's incredible. Wow. That's incredible. Wow. Trading jerseys here. Rio Dyer, Damon Willems say. That's about smiling, but he knows he's in trouble. He won't be playing for the Sharks. He's going to get sanctioned for a number of matches. Kobus Reinach. Ethan Hooker had a hell of a game. Marco van Staden came in there late, made the impact. Kanan Moody had a hell of a game. Labakanye came in late. Norkia had a hell of a game too. And 14, thanks for commentary. Thank you so much, Mike. 8 weeks minimum for that stupid. Yeah, I agree with you. Probably, Chris, that's probably right. That was just dumb. That was just dumb. And it was late in the game too. A minute and a half left. Just stupid. Now, we didn't get to see the beginning of that, but I think that he was attacked or hit or something like that, so he struck back. But you can't do that. Just no discipline there. So Rio Dyer's jersey is way too small for Willemse. Oh, there's Willemse. No, Willemse's got the jersey. Who's that one trying to put one on? Maybe it's Sasha. Sasha got 28 points, and he's not man of the match. Esterhuizen deserves it. Here we go.
The red card at the end there, that's not what we want to see in the game, but I tell you what, your performance today as a group certainly was. Massive congratulations, a very comprehensive victory, and that's a clean sweep for the autumn series. Sum up the emotions for me.
Yeah, obviously a very tough game to end the tour on. It's been 5 long weeks, but yeah, like I said, very happy with this win. Yeah, I'm just happy to be standing here and having a clean sweep of this tour. Yeah, we worked really hard for it, and happy we got the rewards at the end.
Yeah, so many changes to this team compared to some of the teams we've seen in the autumn so far, but still the bucket load of the experience that we're used to and the dominance that we're used to seeing. What was the most pleasing aspect of that 80 for you guys?
Well, I think whatever team they pick any week, every guy steps up, everyone knows their role.
85 meters.
I think everyone in the group is so, everything's so cohesive that it doesn't matter who play. Everyone trusts each other from 1 to 50 in the squad. So whoever steps in plays well, and we play together.
A quick word on your opposition, because obviously Wales have had their struggles over the last couple of years. I'm just wondering what you guys expected of them this afternoon, because you made it really difficult for them to even fire a shot.
Yeah, well, when you come to Wales, you can always expect a team that never gives up. It's a very tough nation to play against. Physically, they're always up for it. So we knew we had to dig deep for this one and stick to the processes and not let the game get loose.
Well, Andre, massive congratulations. A huge win for you in Cardiff. Good to see you. Well done.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
That's Andre Esterhuizen. Let's see if we're going to get captains over here. Khaleesi going to come over. I don't see it in the huddle, so maybe he's going to come on. Tough day at the office for Wales. They get slaughtered. They just don't have the talent. Yeah. Just don't have they don't have the talent. So waiting to see if we're going to get captains for commentary here. Sia, but Sasha had a good game, but Esterhuizen had an amazing game. And Cobus Reinach got his 50th test match today coming off the bench. So we're waiting to see if we're going to get the captains here. Wales, what a tough day for them. You got to feel a little bit for them. Dewey Lick gave it his all. Really tried super hard in this match. We're 15 minutes away from the next match, which is the Stormers in Munster. That one, I hope I'm going to be happy, but I'm not going to get too excited because Stormers are 1-4 against Munster. Yeah, they need to get it right, including I think losing the championship game, didn't they? That second year. Yeah. Here's Sia Khaleesi.
That's a Northern Hemisphere full house. You return to South Africa or a beach nearby, I don't know, with a clean sweep. Just sum up the satisfaction that comes with that.
No, we're very happy with what we've done, and we faced a little bit of challenges along the way, but the way that we came together as a group and the plans that the coaching staff made to help whatever was happening in the game, really proud of it, and I'm proud of the growth of the team as well. I think we've used over 50 players throughout the whole year, so working on squad depth while winning, it's really a big thing for us as a group.
Let's talk a little bit about that 80 then. It was a very comprehensive scoreline at the end. I think you only had to make 24 tackles in that first half. Wales couldn't fire a shot really. Was it as easy as it looked?
No, we had to fight. You know, we had a plan. When we obviously respected Wales, we tried to not play in our half at all, wanted to play in their half. I think hence why, you know, they had made a tackle. We played most of the game on their half, but it wasn't easy. We had to fight for everything that we got today.
You've had a few red cards on this tour as a group and taken nothing away from today's performance with that, because that was very, very good. That red card at the end, though, soured it a little bit. What did you make of it?
I'm sure he didn't mean to do that on purpose. There's no ways. I mean, if you go for an eye gouge, you know what happens after that. But hopefully He said sorry to the guy already, but I don't want that to be the highlight of the day. It's been a good
Well
day,
said.
and also like for me, I've listened to what the people have been saying, you know, in the media. Why did Wales play this game? The only way for a team to get better is to play against the best. And I know the first choice guys went here, but there's new guys who got an opportunity.
Yep.
Next year when they come through, they've already faced this. And all I can say to them, they must just pull together. I know Welsh people are fighting people. We don't stand down for anybody. And we've been through this too. 2015,
Yep.
we I think, I don't know how many guys retired. And we went through a dip for 2 years straight where we struggled as a team, where people burnt our jerseys and nobody wanted to watch us.
I didn't burn your
and then Coach
jersey.
Rusty came and made a plan. So I know the players will fight. The coaching staff will come up with a plan.
Brilliant.
But the young boys that played today, they've got a day of experience against playing against the top.
It's always fantastic to see you in Cardiff. I mean, the crowd behind me here chanting your name. Enjoy the victory, enjoy your time off
Thank
now.
you so much.
Thanks,
Thank you.
Great to
Good
see you.
Well, Arctic, that's what I said. We didn't see that what happened before that card. Willemse changed jerseys with Rio Dyer. Yeah, no, I mean, so yeah, but that doesn't excuse what he did, regardless of what happened. Yeah, so Damien Danlandy's also got a Welsh jersey on. Yep, now that was well said by Sia Khaleesi. That's absolutely brilliant on his part. That's good leadership on his part. Absolutely brilliant stuff. And folks, I hate to break it from here, but we've got another game coming up in just about 12 minutes, and that is Munster and the Stormers from Thomond Park, man. And we got to get ready for that one. So we're going to have to take a break here in a second. I want to thank everybody for tuning in. Be sure to hit the like button. I really appreciate that if you don't mind hitting the like button. And that's going to wrap it up here for this match where, you know, Sia Khaleesi said it right. You know, people saying, why are they playing the match? Well, why does the USA go to England and get destroyed? Because they want to get better. That's what you have to do. All right, so I'll see you guys. That's right, Lindy. Stormers coming up in just a couple minutes. And people saying Munster are going to win it. We'll see. All right, man. So many tries. Steenkamp, Hooker, Visa, Vandenberg, Lowe, Sasha Feinberg, Unguzu, Kanan Moody, Andre Esthuizen, Sasha, Ron Nurki, and Eben Etzebeth before he got that card. And that's going to wrap this one up. Whew, man. All right. Wow. What a finish. I mean, what a game. You knew it was going to be big, but I didn't predict 73 points. That's crazy. So that's going to do it for this one, folks. And we'll be right back with the next game, the one that I'm most concerned about this weekend and I'm most excited about. That is my Stormers in Ireland taking on Munster. Let's see how it goes. Cheers, everybody. See you in just a few minutes. Thanks for being here. Be sure to hit that like button, okay? Still the lowest performing game of the season. 16,400 viewers. Bummer. I was hoping we'd do well with this one. Even a better performance from the Japan game. 23,000 tuned in for that. Cheers, everybody.